We'll wait if there's some people coming in. It's Sunday, not the best day, but good day for the coffee. Let's check if the connection is good and if we get some people in, guys. Coming to you from Mexico. Let me know if the sound is okay, if you can hear me. I'm here, I have my screen set up as well, so we can talk about the charts if you want. But we can also just talk about blockchain and life. Dag jongske Grumpy uit Venlo. Uncle Bitcoin, Tattoo Rocky. I'm looking forward to do a tattoo soon in your, or maybe here in Mexico, better. Yeah, the weather is amazing, guys. The weather is amazing. The weather is completely sunny. Check. Like the clouds is no clouds, blue skies. And some green candles. Not walking around today because I'm expecting also a lot of questions about the charts, so I want to be sitting and reading all the questions and trying to give my comments on the questions and all of that. Groetjes in Limburg, also the greets to Nijmegen. Good day everyone. Is there anyone? The weather is good. Yes. So it's an Ask Me Anything. So you can ask me anything today. I will try to do it in English because we have international following. Whoa. Sounds really arrogant. Yeah, if you, it depends on which time frame you look. If you look in the 15-minute, we saw some green candles. It's a yeah, the I need to make more movies with my telephone. The image is way more better than the laptop. So I'm yeah, figuring out what to do with that. Depends on the time frame, guys. If you look on this time frame, for example, the 1 hour, just showing you, then it's kind of trying to go up. You see, it's creating like higher lows on the 1 hour and higher highs on the 1 hour. So that is very positive. Every candle is 1 hour. So for me, that is a very positive movement. It at least is trying to come up again from that bottom that we saw over here. But let's see, if the 1 hour succeeds, then also the 4 hours should succeed. And that's the question, of course. If the 1 hour is doing it, can we do it on the 4 hour again? Of course, the BAM's headed along, buying over here. So we would be in profit. The top would be somewhere then over here, 48, and then we need to see what happens again. If you zoom out a little bit more, then you see that we are still going down. You know, you can see in the bigger picture, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, low, lower low, lower low, even lower low. So not completely clear. Now, let's go back to the questions because I missed all your questions. Only 65 people today. Ooh, that's very quiet. So that means I can answer a lot of your questions. It's almost a private show. Gina's tattoo, lederally in Schweiz. Yes, when there are no rules anymore in the Schweiz, then in the Schweiz, dann komme ich. Blue skies, green candles. Wait for the breakout soon. Yes, I'm waiting for a breakout. What is the Bitcoin price going to do? In my opinion, still we are still going up. In my opinion, the bull run is still not over. I've showed you a few videos this week, especially the one yesterday also that I made with Miss Config _exe. He also has a beautiful vision, beautiful charts. Maybe we will extend it to March this year. Let's see. You know, I'm just buying Bitcoin all the time. I don't see any reason to exchange back or $2 or euros. You know, for me, people are always ask me, is the bull run over? Yeah, I don't know if it's over. In my opinion, not. But I don't care. Why why don't people always want to know why the bull run is over? Because they want to find the top to exchange bitcoins into dollars. That is the only reason they want to know why if the bull run is over. So they are still thinking, I want to exchange the bitcoins to the dollars. And then they exchange to the dollars, and then the dollar has inflation, and the dollar gets less value. So, you know, short-term capital that you need to live, okay, I understand. You want to try to time the top, and you want to see the top and then exchange to dollars to use those dollars in daily life. But if you look long term, I would not exchange anything to dollars or euros. So short term, I understand. Long term, I would never change. Okay, what do we have more? Questions. If you don't know how to trade, maybe join our family, the Bitcoin family Discord and Telegram. There's a lot of people sharing their knowledge over there for free. How many Bitcoins do I get? Do I got? I don't know. I really don't know. A few. Enough to live life, and we are no billionaires, let's say it like that. The focus for me is more on the revolution, guys. How can we change the world for the better? How can we stop the enslavement that governments are doing at the moment? How can I provide a future for my kids that is the same as my past, my youth? I want that the same for my kids, and we will succeed because of the tools of blockchain and Bitcoin, in my opinion. So that's why I support it, not only to become a millionaire. The rear camera is foggy on your phone. What is the rear? This one? Okay, I will. Hey, no call. Maybe it's better now. Let's check. Better, isn't it? Yes, better. Way better. Let's see. Do we have any more? My reason that I want to stop before Christmas with work. Work is not something that you need to be stopping if you love it. So if you're doing something that is your passion, then I don't think you want to stop that passion. If work is not your passion, the work that you're doing, then I can understand that you want to stop that work. But most people just need to wake up and understand that the job they're doing now is not making them happy. But other jobs could make you happy and could set you free from a certain situation of living in one place, which means you become a digital nomad like we are. And if you're a digital nomad like we are, then you find and combine your passion with the things that you want to do in life. Yeah, we did Mallorca. We will only visit Spain again if all the rules and all the things and all the codes and things are gone. I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. I just send a video on. I put a video on Facebook in my Dutch local language Venlo's because I want to show my brother and my sister how life is here. I'm flying them over next week, so they are coming here, my brother and my sister, with their families to celebrate Christmas and New Year because here everything is open. So I won't go to Spain or any other country if they want me to show QR codes to go into a restaurant or be vaccinated to hang out with friends in certain places. That's not the place I want to be at the moment. Red pill skunky. Okay, I will talk about the Bitcoin price a little bit. So, okay, some people are asking the Bitcoin price is more important, Didi. Okay, let's do the Bitcoin price in a minute now. So if you look at the, hope the camera is better, guys. If you look at, I will continue the questions, the answer the questions on the lifestyle as well, and on the 4 hour, guys. If you use the Bam Bam indicator, it's more easy. If not, then it's more difficult. But you see when to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Like you can see, we are going downwards on the 4 hours. We were finding support on this red line. We broke that line. We came above it again, so that's a fake out. Will we keep supporting that one? And that is the only thing I'm looking at. If I look to the daily chart, there we see the same. We see the support on that 200 daily moving average, which has been the most important support for a very long time in Bitcoin history. If we keep that support, I expect more upward movements. If we fall down from that support, yes, we can come all the way to that green line, depending where we touch it. Here is 40K. If you touch it over there, it's 42,600. So that is how I look at the charts. And if you look at the monthly chart, then you can see that if we do the halving over here, that was in 2012, the top was in 12 months later. The halving over here in July 2016, the top was in 17 months later. So it's 5 months later. Now, if we had the halving in 2020 and it would take 22 months, the top would be in March 22. Again, this is just speculating. This is nothing like written in the books that it needs to happen, but we can see the same things happening. We can see the RSI going up and we didn't have the highs of this green line yet. We need to touch it mostly twice during the bull run. Look, first time over there, second time over there, first time, second time, first time. We are waiting for that second touch, and that could be that blow off top 10. And if you look at the Gaussian channel, and this is in the short term, it's a 5-day chart. Yes, this is not that good. I told you every time when we get into the channel, you can check it for free. Just go into a trading view and you can get it on your screen for free, guys. If we get into it, we will be sucked to the midline, which is at 43K, which we did go to with this wick. So now the question is, will we go there with a full candle, or will we have enough power to reverse this and break out of the channel again? So that is how I look at the charts at the moment. And again, I use the Bam Bam indicator just to multiply my Bitcoins. I sometimes, when I have time, trade the 4-hour chart. And then on the 4-hour chart, you can make some profits. Check, just an example. Just to give you an example, let's do it over here. If you would have bought over there after long flag and you would have sold at the short flag, that's 4.5%. Here you bought a few days after long flag, here you sold, that's 4%. Here again, if you would have bought here the top and sold at the short flag, that's 2.7%. Here again, if you would have bought over here and we didn't sell yet, that's 1%. This is in total 4, 7, 8, 10.7, 11, 12%. This is 12% from 7 December all the way up to 19 December. So that's 12% in almost 12 days. That's 1% per day. This is how you can make a living, depending on your portfolio. Okay, that was enough charts. Now I need to read all the questions again and to see what kind of questions I missed. I'm going to scroll back a little. Oh shit, it's scrolling back a little bit more. I'm from Portugal. Didi, do your kids go to school? No, my kids don't go to school. We kind of homeschool them, so they are homeschooled, and we have the help of a online school which is called Galileo, but during these months of Christmas and everything, they don't go to the online school as well. The online school is perfect as an add-on for us, but it's not the main thing that we want to do for our kids. The kids need to be kids. The kids need to enjoy life, and they will learn by living life, in my opinion. Let's see. Yes, Photoshop works and that perfectly with QR codes. You can buy them here, everything what you want in Mexico as well. It's a paid indicator. Yes, it's more expensive than people expect, but we have made it already like 20% cheaper now, and we are finding some new ways of giving the indicator cheaper to people. So just keep following us till we hit your budget, and then you can always buy it. And maybe we will give it away for free for some time so people can test it. But I'm not promising that. I'm just telling you that's things that we are thinking about at the moment. Chainlink, yes, I invested already last year. Chris and Cole always in luxury stuffs. Yeah, everyone is different. Chris and Carl are very good friends of mine, but they are like way younger than me. Of course, I think I could be their father in age. When I was at that age, I was spending stuff at luxury things as well, and preferred 6-liter Belvedere bottles and big cars and big houses. I got older, maybe a little bit wiser. Maybe I started to understand that money was not the thing that made me happy, but living life and enjoying the small things. And at the same time, they are doing it their way, and I respect them for the way they do it. I think they did a very good marketing strategy on their YouTube channels and everything. So let them live how they want to live. I know that Chris and Carl also share with charities, because I led by example over there, and I included them in my charity. So I know they are doing donations as well, and they will get older, and they will also realize in a few years, oh shit, why did I buy all those cars? I can only drive one, blah blah blah. But everyone is different, and I think at the moment in this world, we all need to respect each other's differences. Some want the luxury Lamborghini, some don't. Some can afford it, some can't. Some want vaccination, some don't. So let each other free in choices. Okay. how do you get income to live with it? Now, if you trade, for example, what I just said, if you trade with a portfolio of, let's say, 10K, and you make 12% in 12 days, so 1% per day, just calculate how much you make per day, and your portfolio will grow. If you use leverage, of course, that will be way more, because this is just spot trading. This is without leverage. Didi is a person, I can feel it. Thanks. Do you feel safer now? Yes, this place where we're living now is way more safe than the place where before. Grumpy, very good question. If you had a son or and soccer talent, would you still be living this life? Yes, I would. I have a daughter with soccer talent. Juna, the middle daughter, I think she is very talented in football and soccer. I think she's. We play football almost every day here on the golf course, and we always get kicked out every day. This is for golf. So yes, and we play soccer. These are the things we as a family, of course, have our doubts on. We don't know if we are doing the right thing. We just took a decision a few years ago, and we blindly went for it. And if we do something, we go all in. And yes, there will be disadvantage of any choice you make in life. And one disadvantage is that she will not be able to have a soccer team at the moment. But maybe we will go and live in a place for longer term. I think if we analyze the world at the moment, we made the right decision, because even if she was talented in soccer, where would she play? And if she would be a pro, would she like to play in empty stadiums? Would she want to be forced to do vaccinations to play soccer? There's so many things that I just realized we took the right step. But I understand your question. Mostly USDT or PAX or DAI, whatever stable coin. You can also trade it to US dollar or euro on Kraken, for example. Adrian, yeah, I always think that it could drop to 42K. For me, it can drop to any lows around 40K, but it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin always strange on the most strange times, most strange move that they don't expect. And we are now hovering around that 200-day moving average for a long time. So for me, yes, there will be a time that there needs to be a move or a huge bounce from that, or a dump below it. But if you look at RSI and everything that has happened in the past, then I think that there is a bigger chance that we will break out to the upside instead of the downside. Salvador can be the new Dubai. What do you think about Bulgaria, guys? Bulgaria owns more than 120,000 Bitcoins. I think if Bitcoin will be officially the store of value, the gold of the 21st century, that Bulgaria is one of the most rich countries in the world. And there are more countries that own a shitload of Bitcoins. Omicron, I don't think Omicron will do something to people and also not to charts. You will get the flu, you take your medicine, and you will get over it. And yes, there will be a small dip because people maybe believe that Omicron is going to kill the economy. The economy has already been killed 2 years ago. Or even more years ago, guys. We are just saving it by printing money. This is not an economy. This is a fake economy created by a shitload of money that is being printed. More money has been printed in the last year than ever before in total. So this is not an economy. This is not an economy. You think that we have an economy, and you think that the bars and restaurants in the Netherlands are now helped, for example, because the government is giving them some easy peasy money to stay closed. That is not an economy. That is killing the economy. Yeah, we need some more thumbs up. Chaka, dudes from Oakland. Yes, Maverick. I'm also an investor in VPET. So yes, I'm an investor in VPET. I'm also an investor in Casta from Carl the Moon. There was a moment in my life that I decided not to run companies anymore. I don't want to have employees. I don't want to have stress. I don't want to have a shitload work. So I figured out my way of building a future is providing myself of as much as possible Bitcoins and then using those to invest in other people's startup. Let those people stress on employees and all that stuff. That's not my way anymore. Been there, done that, don't want that ever again. So for me, I just try to invest in these startups and take some profits over there, and enough is enough. I don't have the dreams to become a billionaire or a trillionaire. I don't have the dreams to have a kick-ass yacht, Lamborghinis, huge houses. I want to live a normal, simple life with my family, be happy, don't need to stress about money, and for most important for us is um, freedom. I want to be free. I don't want to be forced. I'm not going to choose luxury and money above freedom. And some people now choose luxury and money above freedom. They prefer to live in a country where you need to wear a face mask all day, where you need to obey to certain rules just so you can make money or show off that you're making money or whatever way that people use. That is not my way anymore. I'm not only talking about influencers, I'm talking about normal people as well. For me, the money will come in. It's energy. You just focus on the things you want, and then the money flows in, and you spend it again, and it flows in again. My opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but that's how I think. No, you cannot trust the Dutch government. That is something I can agree on. Who I think Satoshi Nakamoto, a very good question. I think that Health Finney had a huge role in it, so we won't be able to ask him anymore because he has died. Um, Greg Wright, if you want to ask me that, on paper he has a lot of contracts and a lot of proof, but as long as he doesn't move one set from that $1 million wallet, he can't be Satoshi. Kroketje, yeah, I would love a frikandelletje special. I prefer frikandel special. This year has been different so far. It's a sign of things to come as we matures. No, that we'll see. Very good question. Um, I've been discussing this a lot. Will we see a blow off top? That's the question. Why is that the question? Because the blow off tops, people need to understand this, are created by retail investors that are too emotional in trading. So Bitcoin is going up, and then the retail investors, so the retail investors is you, me, the normal people, they jump on the train because they are like, oh shit, we are going to miss this, we're going to miss this. And then a shitload of people buys into Bitcoin, which creates this huge peak and a dump. That is a blow off top. So that's mostly created by retail investors, never by funds or never by government investment or institutional investors. Now that the market is changing and that more and more people, smart money comes in, not the retail investors, but the institutional investors, the banks, the governments, and the huge companies, uh, people now think that we maybe would not see that blow off top. That maybe now the retail investors are shifting from Bitcoin to NFTs and to DeFi. So the more money goes into these NFTs, like the punks or the apes or any of these NFTs, less money will go into Bitcoin. Just take a look at yourself. You have $10,000. Now normally you would invest $10,000 in Bitcoin. Now you are like, oh no, I want to have that ape and I want to have that punk, and so maybe $5,000 goes into NFTs and only $5,000 goes into Bitcoin, which will not drive Bitcoin into this blow off top. So that is definitely a possibility, and the long-term holder institutional investors, they will definitely not sell Bitcoin at the moment. They are doing a long-term investment. They are seeing this as the goal of the 21st century. So they won't be creating a blow-off top as well. So that, which would mean that the last cycle was the last cycle with a blow-off top, and that this cycle would be a cycle with ups and downs and slowly moving up more and more. Just like Plan B stated, if the model will be broken, then that doesn't mean we're going to crash to zero. That means that the model is changing to a new model that maybe is creating higher highs, higher lows in a bigger time frame. So many possibilities there. En of course, I missed a lot of questions. Kapsalon, yes, I lost. Kapsalon, je gaat er ook altijd in. Patatje oorlog, ook heerlijk. Are you American, and what advice can you give to millennials and American? No, I'm not American, so that's the sad part. I'm, or maybe I'm the happy part, the lucky part. I'm a Dutchie. If you would be in America, you know, the problem in America is that you're always need to figure out how to handle taxes, and if you have taxes, even if you like move from the states to any other country, you're still obliged to pay taxes in America, which is like shit. So I would find a creative way for a millennial to take your money out of the system, buy bitcoins in a way that is non KYC, and save as much as possible Bitcoin and as less as possible dollars, because it's going to end the dollar. Shawarma, also good. Yeah, Cryptoland is something really beautiful. I'm involved in the project a little bit. I can tell you more in the future. It's still a little bit expensive to buy the top places and the villas, but maybe even there, you know, maybe we could do something cool over there with the family. Maybe we could together as the Bitcoin family buy one plot of land over there in the top. So we all chip in ethers, we buy the plot of land, and then we build a Bitcoin family house that we can now and then use and share. Like many possibilities nowadays. So let me think about it, how we can do that. Non-KYC BTC is best bought with OTC dealers, like over the counter. So you meet people for a coffee, you give them the bitcoins, they give you the cash, and then, or the other way around, you give them the cash. How do you get the cash? You just go to the M of your bank and get the cash out day by day by day till you have enough to exchange it. You know, the bank can only say, yeah, why are you showing a different pattern in getting cash from your bank? Yes, because I'm living life to the fullest. I'm eating caviar every day, snoring coke every day, and I want to go to the hookers every day, whatever. You know, be creative. Creative bookkeeping, they call this in huge companies. They do this daily. Like, yeah, it's a difficult thing. Altcoins, that's why I'm not heavily invested in altcoins, because they always drop way harder than Bitcoin. So that's why I always prefer to get my biggest part in Bitcoins and just a small part in altcoins, and then, you know, try to play with it. But I will sell altcoins into Bitcoin as soon as possible when I'm in profit. So I use altcoins to increase my Bitcoins or any other coin that I want to hold for the long term. Do you plan a volcano land and start your own mining? No, I don't want to start anything anymore, Emil. I really don't want to be an entrepreneur in that way anymore. I only want to be an entrepreneur where I depend on myself and not employees or other people's or buildings or facilities. Just me, myself, and my laptop. That's enough. That's enough for me. Um, I will support those things. I will support El Salvador. I will go there. I will maybe even buy a house there if that sets me free from taxes in an official way. You know, and if I would be forced at the end. But at the moment, nah, not thinking about it. The indicator, Jens, you can look at thebitcoinfamily.com in English. The bitcoinfamily.com. Yes, I'm keeping it very simple, and I want to stay very light, and I want to be very flexible, because you never know what is happening in these countries nowadays. And if something happens in a country that I don't like, I want to be able to go, and I go to the next place. Life can be lived everywhere in the world, and you can have beautiful life everywhere. So that's what I do. 1 second. Mike Duckworth is asking a question. Will the light matter computer Co and Xanadu quantum processors from Canada change the server mining market in the very near future? Mike, I'm not too technical, but I can tell you that yes, every time when the processors um, increase their capabilities of mining more efficient, then of course that will change the industry. It is always about who's going to adapt the technology first. Like an article yesterday said that in China, still 20% of the miners never moved out. They are moved down below. I saw it on CMC in an article. They are now underground mining. So not that many miners left then. If 20% is still there, 80% only left. So I think that the whole aspect of these new quantum processors will definitely change the mining, but as you know, the last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. And I think even if we get faster processors and all of that stuff, that will not increase, I think, that will not lower the date of the last Bitcoin being mined. So it will still take till 2140 to mine the last Bitcoins, because when the technology of the process goes up, the difficulty will also go up at the moment. And then, at the end, it will still the same, in my opinion. It's just a competition between the miners who has the biggest bag of money to upgrade their systems as fast as possible, and by that mine the most as possible Bitcoins. But it will still, depending on the block size, take till the year 2140 to mine the last Bitcoin, because you can only mine a certain amount of blocks every day. It's 10 minutes per block. We have 24 hours a day. So 24 hours divided by 10 minutes, then you get the answer on how many Bitcoins can be mined every day. So that's what I think about it. Do you think Lightning Network provide fees directly to the... Wait, a few questions. I missed a few. I will come back to yours as well. No, I'm not mining Bitcoins at the moment. The Bitcoin Village in Portugal, we are also, of course, still busy. The website is almost finished now, so the last upgrade. We are now talking to the company that is maybe going to create our token for that Bitcoin Portugal project. The new images of the new houses that we are going to build there is almost finished. So it takes a little bit longer than expected, because the team that I'm working with has a lot of work as well in the Netherlands. I have a lot of work as well on the other side. So, or we need to add people to the team that want to be pro bono working on a project and not earning money with it, that is going to help to speed up the whole blockchain valley Portugal part. If not, then it will just take longer, a little bit longer. Sorry. And rest of the questions. Exactly. Bitman hash rate goes up, difficulty goes up. So that would still mean 2140. That's a lot of questions I'm missing. Sorry for that. Um, Do you see Ethereum as a store of value? No, I don't see Ethereum becoming a store of value. I see Ethereum as a platform that will support the decentralization of the rest of the world. So similar to Polkadot or Solana, these projects are decentralizing industries of the world, certain industries, and that is what they should focus on. They should not focus on becoming a store of value. They should focus maybe on becoming the DeFi suppliers, so Bitcoin can be a store of value on their DeFi dApps. That is what I think. Yeah, self-supporting. That is something that we are looking into for the Portugal part. Blue zone. I don't know what you mean. Erwin Cox, blue zone. I would like how to see multiple bubbles that is now in the market, and that you think of the supply chain. Do you think bubbles pop? I think a lot of bubbles will pop, but the biggest bubble that will pop, I think, at the moment that I'm analyzing is real estate. I don't see the bubbles popping that easy now in crypto at the moment, but I do think that when people are paying such high prices for houses, that there will be a moment that that bubble needs to pop if the governments start to increase interest again. So that's what we see now. From 0.8% mortgage, we are already are 2%, and it's increasing slowly, 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 which means that people can loan less money, which means that they can afford not to buy houses anymore if the houses increase in prices. So the prices of the house will drop. This is always in the same cycle, in my opinion. Did you sell everything for me and something? Yeah. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks, Adrian. We will stay in Mexico, Mike, at least till March, but depending on the world situation, how it is, where we can go without being vaccinated, or where we can go without PCR tests and all that stuff, maybe we would move and maybe we'll stay longer. Thanks, Doggy. All the best to you as well. It's plaats waar mensen door de hele. Yeah, I would really go to Mexico at the moment. Check my Facebook. I just posted the video that I made for my brother and sister. You can see that how normal it is here in Mexico at the moment. It's completely normal. DJ Satoshi, depending on how often you want to trade. To be very honest, if you look at the Bam Bam indicator on the Ethereum charts, I think it's even, you can even trade it easier on the Ethereum chart than the Bitcoin chart, because Ethereum is just moving a little bit more predictable on the charts, so it's moving more smoothly. I can show you a little bit what I mean with that. So you can see the Bam Bam indicator on the Ethereum chart. This is now Ethereum. The last time is now is a little bit the same, but it's more clear even with the longs, the shorts. You know, you can really easily trade this chart. So this is a very easy way. Gouda, groetjes terug in Gouda. This is spot trading Bitcoin Ethereum. You can stay from the Netherlands. If you go to Mexico, you can stay 180 days, so that's 6 months, and then you just need to fly out and fly in again. But in Mexico, todo es posible. Everything is possible. There's people here that you can give your passport. They come back a few hours later, and you have another 6 months. So it's people think outside of the box over here. 2022 price prediction. I am still a hard believer that we go above 100k, and at the moment I'm more around the 120, 27k than even 200, 400k. I can see those videos again, 400k in 2022, 300k. They were also making the videos in 2021. For me, even if we go just above 100k, 117k, 120, I'm happy. It is a beautiful cycle, and we will come down maybe then to the 80 or 60k. Everybody that bought below those prices is in profit. This is something that nobody ever believed a year ago. Nobody. So for me, all good. There was a guy, somebody asked, can we go to Mexico without vaccines? Yes, Erwin. Mexico is completely open. You don't need PCR test. You don't need be vaccinated. You just fly directly, for example, from Amsterdam to Cancun without any of those. You don't need to have any. You just fly here. There's no control here at the border. You don't need nothing. Just open. Okay, that was that question. Gouda, we already said. Yeah, you know, I'm also investing in NFTs. For me, it is now a bit diversified. You know, I would invest in Bitcoin for the long term and NFTs for the short term, and flip some NFTs to make some profits, and maybe hold some NFTs of which we think that would be like valuable forever. Can other proof of work chains compete with Bitcoin in the future? I don't know. Of course, we will evolve. You know, we didn't know that Google was going to be the one. It could have been Yahoo. It could have been any of the other search engines. It became Google in Europe. Maybe in other countries, it's still Yahoo. You know, that's the same for Bitcoin. It was the first. I think it's the largest when it comes to community, but also when it comes to institutional understanding and accepting Bitcoin as a store of value, and I think it will keep that role as long as that is like that. Just look at that gold. Was there some other metal that could have replaced gold? Yes, many metals could have replaced gold, but because the institutions, the governments, the banks decided that gold would be the store of value to hedge into for their governments, reserve currencies, etc., it stayed gold, and that's how I see Bitcoin. Ah, Rutte, I don't know what, just hit him very hard. Um, yeah, Mexico is really nice at the moment. Keep up the good vlogs. Thank you. I'm going to continue 5 more minutes, and we have 45 minutes. It's long enough Sunday morning vlogs. Um, do you trade in profit? How long did you took time to trade in profit and not loss? Yeah, most traders will lose, and Salam, and the answer to that is, if you try to play as a non-professional trader to a team, to trade against a team of professional traders and highly artificial intelligent bots, you will lose. I always compare it with, you get so many people now in this industry and they think, oh, I'm going to trade. They don't realize that they are trading against bots and huge teams of professionals. That would be the same that you say, Salam, oh, today I'm going to start to play soccer. And yes, you start to play soccer against Barcelona and Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain. You will lose. You will not win. So to compete with bots and artificial intelligence bots and pro teams, you need to be a very good trader, or you need to have tools that help you to be able to compete to those bots. And those tools are, for example, the BAM indicator, who analyzes those artificial intelligence bots, analyzes those pro traders, and sees how they are moving and helps you to decide how to move as well. That is why we created the indicators, to help you fight the pros. So that's how simple I see it. And it's a very good sales pitch as well, but that's also really how I see it. Um, no, I am not vexed. My whole family is not vexed. And for everyone that is vexed, I deeply respect that you chose to be vexed. All good. We need to respect each other for each other's opinion and just go on with our lives. Don't hate each other, but hate the governments that forgot to invest in healthcare the last 2 decades. They invested in airplanes, they invested in crimes, war, everything else but healthcare. And that is why we now have a shortage of beds. Not we, they. You and I pay taxes for them to buy that shit that they should have been investing in healthcare. In the Netherlands, they are buying now a painting of 175 million US dollar from the Rothschild family instead of buying beds for hospitals or employees. It can't get stranger. Yeah, Erwin is very busy. There's a lot of Dutch people coming here. The community is growing tremendously. There is not many big houses available anymore. So if you come, a 2 bedroom is still easy, but for Christmas time, like 4 bedroom, difficult at the moment. Yeah, I agree that the overheid een leugenaar is. Akatur, that question I want to answer, but I will answer that maybe in a new video because I really want to stop in 2 minutes because oh no, the views are increasing. Maybe I should continue, but then I need a coffee. Maybe, wait, give me 1 second. I'm going to go for a coffee because my voice is getting dry and I will answer that question. 1 second. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yeah, I'm back. I will stay if we increase in viewers, then I will stay. No smoke. It was a coffee break. Um, let's see. Do I have? Oh, that's a lot of questions. Oh my god. Um, Okay, hi, decentralized blockchain. Yeah, if you want your end to get, try to comment many vids, but I couldn't get. Uh, if you go to the bitcoinfamily.com, you can fill a form, and then if you fill that form, we will contact you. Chinification, world communism. Yes, I completely agree with this, guys. I really, I would love to do a video together with the Dutch guy. You know, it's your boy Jay or JJ or something. It's your boy. I want to do a video with him, a funny video in Dutch for all the Dutch people. So tag him that I want to do the video with him because we will, I think, be very cool. Great news, Johan Cruijff style. Ja, makkelijker kunnen we niet maken. Oké. Weet je, als je naar links kijkt, dan kun je niet naar rechts kijken. Didi smart man. Phoenix, how do I buy the indicator and add it? You can use Phoenix. I use Bybit. One requirement to buy the indicator is that you open an account through our affiliate link, because that is also, of course, how we earn some money to not only live but also to support charities. No, not JJ Basket. This your boy Jay, the funny guy about COVID. I would love to do a video. I did a video with JJ Basket, but it never went live because they lost some material or something like that. I still have the material. Maybe I should put it live. My video, their video not. Yeah, this your boy Jay. Sittard. Yeah, just I'm going to do some funny stuff with him, I think. Sparkasse, yeah, I heard about the German Sparkasse. They are integrating Bitcoin now, so 50 million people in Germany can buy Bitcoin with a bank account, which of course is amazing. You know, what more and more people are able to buy Bitcoin, but still, it's not their Bitcoin. When you buy Bitcoin at a bank and the bank is your custodial service, it's not your Bitcoin. You cannot send those Bitcoins to me or to your friend or your family. You can only exchange them back to your bank account in euros. So that's not your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoins. Still, it will onboard a lot of people into Bitcoin, but it is not their Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin has one more run up. Yes, I believe this as well. I believe that this wave that we are in at the moment is just a temporary wave, like the 2013 wave. And then we went up in 2014. So maybe this wave now is a 2021 wave that will then go up in 2022. Because you know, it's if you look at the charts, then you can see that the double wave in 2013 is almost similar as this wave, but only the end is different. Today is a full moon, yes, so that could be an influence. I made a video about it. I am at the last times I'm inviting more and more people onto my channel to share different opinions of different traders, that you don't only hear my opinion, which is a good one, the best one, but the other ones can be good as well. So I want to share multiple opinions so that you can make your own decision who to believe. You know, I'm not the influencer that wants to be the biggest influencer of the world. No, I want to share education. I want to share information, and that's what I try to do by inviting multiple people into my channel. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of collaboration with Crypto. I think a week ago. Check the videos. A week ago, I did a video together with Crypto. Also with Carl the Moon a week or two ago. We keep doing these collaborations. I still need to do one with Da Vinci. It's a long time ago, and I have one planned with. I want to plan one with Plan B, like that. I've been talking to Plan B, and we are probably going to do it. But I still need to invite him to one of my videos. The tech dev video, yes, I liked it as well. He was it was a little bit long video, 30 minutes, but still, you know, it was showing the bigger picture as well. Quit asking Vorax. What is Vorax asking? How many Bitcoins? Oh, we don't have that many, guys. We are not billionaires. We just have a normal amount of Bitcoins that I think a lot of people could own as well if they would sell their house, their companies, their bar, their cars, everything else. I think everyone that wants to go all in can have as much as Bitcoin as we have. But you don't need that many Bitcoins to have a beautiful life. Just imagine you are making 160% return on investment every year. So if you go in with 100K, how much do you make every year extra to live life of? If you go in with 200K and you make 160%, just imagine how much you're making. And from that, what you're making, yes, you can definitely rent a nice house, live a beautiful life, and don't care about ownership of all that stupid stuff that will be taken from you somewhere in the future. So stop owning it. Stop using those things. Use the houses by using Airbnb. Use the cars by driving Uber. Use the scooters by just scanning it with a QR code from A to B and drive them. Don't own it. That's my opinion. We are dropping in views, guys, so I'm really going to stop it. I think that we are now at 50 minutes, 42 incoming. Let's see, where are we now? Oh shit, I have the Ethereum chart. That's 39. That's like even lower. I don't know, guys. It's the 4-hour chart. I didn't see a short flag yet on the Bam Bam indicator. It's building up to a short flag, but it's not there yet. And if we have that short flag, then I still think 45k, but is the lowest at the moment. But you know, we never know. Yeah, I'm going to end it by this. I hope you really enjoyed this 50-minute AMA about everything. Maybe I will have a Bacardi on the beach today for you. I stopped drinking, so I only drink coffee. No, I drank a Bacardi Coke yesterday as well. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Try to share with your friends and family so people. Pace is going to win 4-0. If you want to buy the Batman indicator, go to thebitcoinfamily.com. You will find all the information. If there is anything else that you want to share, then leave it in the comments. Of course, there's 150 thumbs up, so I'm going to give away 3 t-shirts, Bitcoin t-shirts. You need to comment down below the video when it's uploaded so that you can win one of these t-shirts. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and see you next time again. I wish all the people in the Netherlands, if you don't speak to you anymore before next week, very beautiful Christmas days or Revolution days or however you should call it, and a beautiful, happy New Year. But probably I will go live. Voor altijd natuurlijk in de Venlia. Stadje van lol en plezier. Thanks for watching and see you the next time, guys. Bam!